Have you ever felt that despite all your efforts, the emotional wounds of the past continue to bleed into your present? What if I told you that true freedom lies not in controlling the world, but in mastering your own inner landscape? In today's video, we examine Carl Jung's groundbreaking insights to demonstrate that nothing and nobody can ever hurt you again if you learn to harness the power of your own mind. We will explore how the process of individuation, the integration of your shadow, and the cultivation of self-awareness can lead to an unbreakable state of being. Prepare for a journey into the depths of the human psyche that challenges conventional ideas of vulnerability and pain. In the early 20th century, Carl Jung revolutionized our understanding of the human mind. His theories on the unconscious, the collective unconscious, and the shadow have provided a framework for understanding why we are affected by experiences that seem to come from nowhere. Jung observed that many of our deepest hurts are not inflicted solely by external forces. Rather, they are reflections of the unresolved conflicts within ourselves. Over the decades, his ideas have been both celebrated and contested, yet they remain a cornerstone in the fields of psychology and personal transformation. Jung introduced several critical concepts that underpin our discussion today. The unconscious, the reservoir of thoughts, memories, and emotions that lie beyond our conscious awareness. The shadow, the part of our psyche that contains the traits, impulses, and memories we deny or reject. Projection, the process by which we attribute our repressed feelings onto others, thereby distorting our perception of reality. Individuation, the lifelong journey toward integrating the conscious and unconscious parts of the self, leading to wholeness and self-mastery. Hidden factors in emotional hurt. Our society often teaches us to expect pain as an inevitable part of life. Yet Jung argued that much of this hurt stems from internal processes. When we allow unresolved emotions and repressed memories to govern our behavior, we create vulnerabilities that external events can exploit. This video seeks to expose these hidden factors, revealing that by reclaiming control over our inner world, we can transform our lives and become emotionally invincible. Block 1. The illusion of external harm. For years, many have believed that our emotional pain is caused solely by the actions and words of others. Jung challenges this notion by showing that external hurt is often a mirror reflecting our internal wounds. When someone insults or betrays you, the sting is not just in their words, it is amplified by the unresolved issues that lie hidden within your unconscious. In this block, we analyze how external events gain power over you only when you allow your inner vulnerabilities to take hold. Block 2. Embracing the shadow. Central to Jung's work is the concept of the shadow, the parts of ourselves that we refuse to acknowledge. By denying our darker sides, we inadvertently empower them to control our emotions and behaviors. Learning to face and integrate the shadow is the first step toward becoming immune to external hurt. When you embrace all facets of your personality, including the aspects you find uncomfortable, you diffuse the power they have over you. This process of integration paves the way for true self-mastery. Block 3. The process of individuation. Individuation is the journey of becoming whole by reconciling the conscious and the unconscious parts of the self. This transformative process involves confronting the hidden elements of your psyche and accepting them as integral to your identity. Through individuation, you learn that your true power lies in understanding and accepting your entire self, not just the socially acceptable parts. This awareness creates a resilient inner core that external forces can no longer shake. Block 4. The mechanics of projection. Projection is a psychological mechanism through which you transfer your own unacknowledged emotions onto others. When you see faults in those around you, often they are reflections of your own unresolved issues. By identifying and reclaiming these projections, you dismantle the false narratives that have long kept you in a state of vulnerability. This block explains how projection not only distorts reality, but also perpetuates the cycle of hurt, and why breaking free from it is essential for emotional liberation. Block 5. Reclaiming inner autonomy. The path to becoming truly unattainable starts with reclaiming control over your inner world. This involves developing a deep level of self-awareness and discipline that allows you to choose your responses rather than react impulsively. By focusing on internal growth, you begin to see that the power to shape your destiny lies not in external validation, but within your own ability to self-regulate. This realization is a turning point in the journey toward emotional freedom. Block 6. The role of unresolved emotions. Unresolved emotions serve as silent anchors that keep you tethered to past wounds. When these emotions remain unaddressed, they infiltrate your daily life, making you susceptible to future hurts. Through the rigorous process of self-reflection and healing, you can release these emotional burdens. The transformation begins when you confront these feelings head-on, understanding that they no longer have the power to dictate your state of being. Block 7. The cost of social conditioning. From childhood, society imposes a set of beliefs and expectations that shape your identity. While these norms provide a framework for behavior, they can also limit your true potential and make you vulnerable to external control. Jung's insights reveal that the internalization of these societal pressures often leads to self-doubt and emotional fragility. Breaking free from these conditioned responses is a critical step toward achieving genuine self-mastery. Block 8. The transformation through self-reflection. Self-reflection is the cornerstone of personal growth and transformation. By regularly examining your thoughts and emotions, you gain the clarity needed to identify the sources of your pain. This practice empowers you to reframe negative experiences and to understand that the power to change lies within your own mind. It is through this disciplined introspection that you begin to dismantle the internal barriers that have long held you captive. Block 9. The paradox of letting go. One of the most counterintuitive truths in Jungian philosophy is that by letting go of the need to control external circumstances, you actually gain greater control over your life. This paradox lies in the realization that excessive care and attachment only serve to reinforce vulnerability. When you release the grip of fear and expectation, you open up space for creativity, resilience, and inner strength. Block 10. The unseen influence of the unconscious. Much of what shapes your reactions and decisions lies hidden in the unconscious. These unseen forces, your repressed memories, unacknowledged desires, and unresolved conflicts, have a profound impact on your daily life. Understanding the role of the unconscious is crucial. By bringing these elements to light through therapeutic practices and self-exploration, you take the first steps toward liberating yourself from their hidden control. Block 11. The empowerment of self-mastery. True empowerment arises when you master your inner world. Self-mastery is not about suppressing emotions, but about harnessing them, understanding their origins, and using them as fuel for growth. By developing discipline and a mindful approach to life, you shift from a reactive state to one of deliberate control. This empowerment transforms every challenge into an opportunity for self-improvement and creates a resilient foundation for lasting freedom. Block 12. The journey to emotional independence. Emotional independence is achieved when you stop allowing external events to determine your inner state. It is the process of disentangling your identity from the opinions and actions of others. When you cultivate emotional independence, you create a fortress within, a place where your sense of self is unassailable. This is the essence of Jung's message, that nothing external can hurt you if you have taken control of your internal narrative. Block 13. Overcoming the need for validation. The constant search for external validation can leave you perpetually vulnerable. Every compliment, criticism, or fleeting approval reinforces a cycle of dependency that undermines your self-worth. By shifting your focus inward and finding validation within yourself, you break free from the relentless demands of the external world. This shift is the key to transforming your vulnerabilities into strengths. Block 14. The dynamics of power and control. At the heart of Jung's philosophy is the idea that power is not something imposed from without, but a force that arises from within. The dynamics of control are deeply intertwined with your internal state, and by mastering your emotions, you disrupt the cycle of external domination. This block examines how true power is achieved when you no longer allow your inner life to be dictated by external events. It is a radical reorientation from being controlled by your environment to becoming the architect of your destiny. Block 15. Reclaiming your true identity. Over time, the cumulative effects of societal pressures, unresolved emotions, and internal projections can obscure your true self. Reclaiming your identity is a courageous act of defiance, a refusal to let external forces define who you are. By engaging in continuous self-reflection and self-healing, you peel away the layers of imposed identity and rediscover your authentic self. This reclamation is a powerful step toward living a life that is truly your own. Block 16. The intersection of pain and growth. Pain is inevitable, but it is also a catalyst for growth. Jung taught that by confronting your deepest wounds, you transform them into sources of strength and wisdom. Every experience of hurt carries a lesson. If you are willing to face it, you can convert that pain into a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness and empowerment. This process is both challenging and essential for personal evolution. Block 17. The role of meditation and contemplation. contemplative practices. Meditation, journaling, and other contemplative practices serve as vital tools in the journey toward self-mastery. They provide a structured way to examine your inner world, confront your shadow, and gradually release the emotional hold of past experiences. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you create a consistent space for introspection and healing. Over time, this discipline fosters a deeper understanding of yourself and a more resilient mindset. Block 18. The impact of unresolved trauma. Unresolved trauma can linger in the unconscious, exerting a subtle yet powerful influence on your behavior and perceptions. Jung believed that these hidden wounds often manifest as recurring patterns of hurt and vulnerability. Confronting and processing trauma is not an easy journey, but it is essential for breaking free from its grip. Through therapeutic techniques and honest self-reflection, you can begin to heal these wounds and reclaim the power that lies dormant within. Block 19. The rebirth of self-mastery. As you continue on the path of self-discovery and healing, a profound transformation takes place, a rebirth of your inner power. This process of self-overcoming reshapes your perception of control, revealing that true mastery comes from within. Every small victory over your internal demons contributes to a larger metamorphosis. You become more resilient, more aware, and ultimately more powerful. This rebirth is the culmination of all the hard work you put into understanding and transforming your inner world. Block 20. The illusion of fate and the power of choice. Many believe that external circumstances determine their fate, that life is at the mercy of uncontrollable events. However, Jung's insights reveal that your destiny is shaped by your choices and your ability to control your internal responses. When you realize that every reaction is a choice, you reclaim the power to steer your life in any direction. This realization is liberating. It shatters the illusion of fate and underscores the truth that you are the master of your own destiny. Block 21. Integrating the lessons of the unconscious. The journey toward self-mastery involves integrating the lessons learned from the unconscious. Each insight, every revelation about your hidden self, contributes to a more coherent and powerful identity. By embracing these lessons, you not only diminish the influence of past wounds, but also build a foundation for a more authentic and empowered future. This integration is a continuous process, a commitment to evolving and growing beyond your previous limitations. Block 22. The role of creativity in transformation. Creativity is not merely an artistic pursuit, it is a manifestation of inner freedom and self-expression. When you channel your emotional energy into creative endeavors, you transform pain into beauty and chaos into order. This creative process is a vital part of reclaiming control. It allows you to express your true self without restraint and to build a narrative that reflects your genuine values and aspirations. Block 23. The journey toward emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to withstand and recover from life's adversities. It is forged through the repeated process of self-examination, healing, and growth. Each challenge you overcome reinforces your inner strength, making you less susceptible to external influences. As you develop resilience, you begin to see setbacks not as defeats, but as opportunities for further empowerment. Block 24. Disrupting the cycle of external validation. A constant need for external validation can leave you perpetually vulnerable to the judgments of others. Jung taught that real freedom comes from within, from trusting your own judgment above all else. When you disrupt this cycle, you become immune to the fleeting approval of society. Instead, your worth is defined by your own inner standards, enabling you to make decisions that truly resonate with your authentic self. Block 25. The power of rational introspection. Rational introspection involves a careful, analytical examination of your inner life. It is a disciplined approach to understanding the root causes of your emotional reactions and transforming them into constructive energy. By applying reason to your feelings, you dismantle the irrational fears and negative patterns that have long held you captive. This power of introspection is the cornerstone of personal autonomy and lasting change. Block 26. The repercussions of emotional dependency. Emotional dependency on external factors creates a fragile sense of self that is easily manipulated. Jung warned that when you rely on others for your emotional well-being, you relinquish your control over your own life. Breaking free from this dependency means building a robust internal framework where your emotions are regulated by your own conscious choices. This shift is crucial for establishing true independence and security. Block 27. The liberating effect of mindful detachment. Mindful detachment is the art of observing your thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. This practice allows you to maintain clarity and composure even in the face of adversity. When you learn to detach, you are no longer swayed by the whims of external circumstances. Instead, you remain centered and focused, able to navigate life's challenges with a calm, unwavering resolve. Block 28. Transforming suffering into strength. Suffering, when processed and understood, can be transformed into a powerful source of strength. Jung believed that every painful experience carries the seed of transformation if you are willing to confront it head-on. By embracing your suffering as a teacher rather than a curse, you unlock the potential to turn even your deepest wounds into catalysts for growth. This transformation is the essence of true self-mastery. Block 29. The continuous process of self-overcoming. Self-overcoming is not a destination but an ongoing journey. It is the process of continually challenging your limitations, breaking free from old patterns, and evolving into a more resilient and empowered version of yourself. Every obstacle you surmount reinforces your ability to face future challenges. The constant drive to overcome defines your path to lasting freedom and inner power. Block 30. The final liberation. Reclaiming your destiny. In the ultimate analysis, true liberation is achieved when you recognize that control over your life resides solely within you. By relinquishing the illusion of external power, you unlock the potential for complete self-determination. When you stop allowing external forces to dictate your emotional state, you reclaim your destiny. Every decision, every thought becomes a conscious act of creation. This final liberation is the culmination of all the steps in self-mastery, an unassailable state where nothing and nobody can hurt you again. At the pinnacle of this exploration, a transformative truth comes to light. The power to control your life is entirely within you. The external chaos, the judgments, and even the unresolved traumas are revealed to be mere reflections of your inner state. When you master your unconscious, embrace your shadow, and cultivate unwavering self-awareness, you shatter the illusion that external forces can dictate your destiny. In that moment of clarity, every obstacle becomes an opportunity, every setback a lesson in resilience, and every negative emotion transforms into a stepping stone toward your ultimate liberation. This revelation is both humbling and empowering. It forces you to confront the reality that your past, with all its pain and suffering, has no inherent power over your future. By reclaiming your inner strength, you rewrite your narrative. The journey to true freedom begins when you realize that nothing and nobody can hurt you unless you allow it. This is the silent revolution of self-mastery, where every choice you make is a testament to your reclaimed power, and every moment of inner peace is a victory over the chaos of the external world. In conclusion, our deep dive into Carl Jung's insights has unveiled a compelling, transformative truth. True control over your life comes from mastering your inner world. We have dissected the illusion of external control, explored the power of the unconscious, and examined the rigorous process of self-overcoming. Through critical self-reflection, disciplined introspection, and the courage to face your shadow, you can break free from the chains of past wounds and societal expectations. The journey to becoming emotionally invulnerable is not an easy one, but it is the path to genuine freedom. As you embrace the practices of mindfulness, self-discipline, and introspection, you gradually build an inner fortress that no external force can breach. Remember, the ultimate liberation lies in the simple yet profound act of reclaiming your destiny and understanding that nothing and nobody can hurt you again. Now I ask you, are you ready to take control of your inner world and rewrite your destiny? Will you commit to the challenging yet rewarding journey of self-mastery? If this exploration resonates with you, please like this video, subscribe to Psyche Arcanum, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement is vital for igniting deeper discussions about the true nature of power and personal freedom. Thank you for watching. Embrace your journey, hold steadfast to your inner strength, and remember, the power to shape your destiny is already within you. Keep questioning, keep growing, and never allow the external chaos to dim the light of your inner peace.